Hello everyone. I know it's been a very long time, I think about 3 months since I posted, but I don't have a good reason, to be honest. But you guys get another Minecraft video, and it's me building my house. Basically, everything behind me will be a time lapse of just me building and everything. I should point out my VTuber model is rigged and drawn by Kuno No Stars. I think that's how you would pronounce their username, but yeah. So we're gonna be talking about my favorite child, or my favorite children, Ivory and Matthew. I know, they're gay, so probably not really supposed to be my favorite, but yeah. So let's get into Ivory's character. Ivory is probably like the most easiest character to write. I will say I have to kind of hold back on some of his more interesting jokes just because I try to be kind of more of a not safe for work channel, but like more, I will get to a point and then I'll stop myself. Like in the Valentine's Day video when I was directing Noah, which is Ivory's voice actor, when we were in like a voice call, we were talking about like the whole, like when Matthew like goes to like touch something in his house and then he's like, don't touch that.
Why do you have clothes everywhere?
I haven't showered in 3 days. Don't touch that. Moving on.
And then he's like, okay, moving on. And like we were kind of laughing and I was like, yeah, originally that was gonna be like a cum sock joke, but I didn't want to put that in because I know Noah a lot better than I do know Matthew's voice actor, and I didn't want Matthew's VA seeing that and being like, that's interesting, so I kept it quiet, I kept it clean. But he is more, from what you see from, like, just like this thing, like the one little animation that you see, like, or like the first animation that you've ever seen of Ivory and Matthew, that does not even, like, really represent his character that well. He does have emotions, but I should point out he is basically slowly being taken over by leeches. So like, I don't want to spoil anything, but I do have another DBT video coming out soon. I'm very excited, but that will probably go more into Ivory's backstory. I should point out Ivory is 19, well, bodily 19, I would say. The human part of himself is still the same age that he is physically and everything. So basically what I'm just trying to say is Ivory through and through is an adult character, and Matthew is as well. Every character in DBT, unless they look it, is an adult. I just want to get that out of the way. Like, it's kind of like the leeches for him are basically a parasite, I would say, and the leeches are trying to basically act as what they would think an adult person would act like. And then I start rambling on to Ivory dressing up as a girl. Sorry if it seems we're going one topic, I can explain it. In the original video, you do see him dressed up as a female, and I am voicing Ivory in that video, but then in the second Valentine's Day video, we only see a glimpse of that, and yeah, and that's what Ivory calls his sister, and that's kind of like, obviously his lies are not the best really whatsoever, and that's definitely part of the leech kind of taking over him and just trying to like play it off kind of cool, like, yeah, I'm definitely not like some sort of parasite taking over this human. The 1 year, one ounce of blood every chance I get, you know? So it is very fun. I would really like to kind of play more into what Ivory really feels, and not what the leeches feel, but that is, like, I would honestly, like, I'd have to post more of the lore to explain how Ivory got to this point and just everything, but I will get to, like, a part of that in the video, so, yeah. Next, I start speaking about probably the character that I did the worst with character design, but, you know, he is canonically attractive in that universe. He'll get a glow up one day. Don't worry. Next character I will be talking about is Matthew. He is voiced by, I think Cardinal Man is his username on CCC. If I said his Discord username, I think I would be beaten up alive because I don't know how to pronounce it. But I think Matthew is also a character. He is very hard to write for me, because first off, I don't really talk to a lot of people. So, fun fact, guys. I do talk to people, but like, it's hard to like, cause I was like, oh well, what if like Matt was a model? He is very attractive. Not saying that I think that. I'm saying that in that world, he's very attractive. So, don't tell anyone I said that, but he's probably straight or maybe bisexual, but like he has a very big preference for women. But honestly, like, DBT, Ivory is obviously LGBTQ. So it is kind of hard to like integrate that and then not make it like be like he's trying to like get up on Matthew and be like, hey, you come here often. So yeah, I don't want to mischaracterize my own characters just to get a point across, but it's very hard. Matthew's probably like the hardest character for me to write. For Margot and Frill, I would say Lucas is definitely harder to write. Harder, like, just male characters are very hard for me to write, especially like normal ones, I would say. Cause Ivory is a normal freak, so I would say that's definitely, he's harder to write for, just because it's trying to make sure that he's obviously normal, and I don't want to ever write something that would make the voice actors uncomfortable, especially the voice actors. I will write anything, but if it's voiced, you know, that like kind of like, I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that because I don't want to make other people uncomfortable and everything like that, but yeah. Okay guys, we've made it to the final stretch of the video. Now I'm finally talking about what I want to do for the actual story. And when I say story, I mean like if I want to do like a short film like Margot and Frill, or do just like multiple videos, or do like something like a video game, you know, to tell the story of DBT. For the story, originally, if you were ever in my Discord channel, I would say like maybe mid 2020, or like just in the 2020s, you know, not earlier, but like during that time I really wanted to make a this was after Margot and Frill Part 1 was released. I really wanted to make a short film out of DBT. I do have the script and everything. Honestly, I would never, if I ever did make like a short film with that, I wouldn't make it with that script, because it's definitely, it does not reflect my writing anymore, and it's kind of very much all over the place and kind of, okay guys, what are we doing now? I definitely see that problem with most of like my editing sometimes, especially with like my story videos, especially with the newest Valentine's video, because you will see like the part where like Ivory opens the door and then he sees Matthew, and then all like, I feel like a lot of the timing and everything can be off, and that's definitely, I just want to get better with like script writing and everything. But yeah, I do think because DBT would have so many more voice actors than Margot and Frill did, because Margot and Frill probably had like I'd probably say about 6 to 5, like the 3 main voice actors, and then maybe more. I'd only honestly just say 6. But for DBT, that would be so many more, because you have Ivory, you have Matthew, you have Ivory's parents, you have like the doctors and everything who kind of made him the way that he is now. So yeah, I think honestly I was actually thinking about making it like a visual novel, like an actual one where you could play through, and then possibly, if I ever had the funds, because if I did make a video game like that, I would really want to be able to pay the voice actors for their time, just because making like a short film that's like 10 minutes long and then making a video game that can be like however many hours long, I feel like it's definitely like, okay, you should get paid for your time. I'm just here making you read this like weird stuff. So I definitely want to be able to pay them, but that really depends on my situation and everything. So yeah. But yeah, honestly, if I ever wanted to do that, it would take a really long time, because then I would also probably want to actually code everything, just because, you know, I would feel bad for paying someone to code, especially because it's kind of weird. I get very nervous, so when I say I get nervous, I mean like I'm very specific about how I want things, especially when it comes to like my videos and stuff like that. But yeah, soon there should be a new Margot and Frill video that will be going closer to Lucas's backstory. I should say I was starting to tear up when I was directing Noah when we were in college, just doing those voice lines. And then DBT will also have a new video coming out soon. That will also probably make me tear up as well when I record it, so yay. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope you guys like my new house. Oh, look, it's so great. It's so great. Cause I can definitely, like, I'm imagining it right now, you know? But yeah. If you want more content like this with me just kind of rambling without a script, just let me know. Maybe you'll leave a like, maybe subscribe, and maybe you'll see more content like this in the future. But you know, if you ever have any questions, let me know, and I will get back to you on that. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye!